Well, I mean, you figure there's probably at least a dozen, 2 dozen store workers. Probably another 2 dozen or so customers. I'd be guessing based on the parking lot. I mean,
there's got to be more people in there then.
Oh, I mean, people got out.
Oh, they did?
Oh, yeah. Not everybody in this building died. So, I mean... Well, this line right here. So where the concrete wall fell, we believe, are where the victims were all found. Anybody in the beyond that, in the back of the store, they should have been able to get out because that's the store was stable in that area. This is the area of greatest concern for us right now. This is the only area that we have not searched 100% for victims. We're still removing the concrete to see if there's any victims underneath it. If you look at the store, I mean, instinct tells you that the safest place to be in a tornado is in the strongest part of the store, the strongest part of the building. So in a home, they say go to a basement or get underneath the door frame because it's reinforced. In this particular case here, if you look at the building, the actual product stacks seem to be the most stable part of the store in terms of the least amount of damage. It's that concrete wall, which at least I would assume to be the safest place, where the greatest amount of damage actually took place. That's going to settle it. Well, maybe they're just cutting concrete now, or cutting steel. That's going to settle it. I don't know if they're certain. watching. For a search cam, we'll throw it here. You know, just know I'm rushing.
Real quick, just the way you put it there.
Okay, so the essence of what we do is we look, we cut it, remove it, look again, look if we have to shore it up or stabilize it, look again, remove it, and we keep doing that process until we've searched everything and there's no more areas to search. Choreograph, but this is pretty well choreographed right here. I've had that. Not retaining. Actual
Support wall. Okay.
I am not a tornado safety expert, but you know what I've always been told: basement first, and then if you're not in the basement, find a stable wall or a door frame. That's your safest place. What you're actually shooting right now, you've got a search camera, you've got a dog, and then you've got another search team member. We always work at a minimum of pairs for safety reasons. It's definitely a live search dog, but it also may be a cadaver dog.
So what's that thing that guy has? That's an infrared thing? Oh, that's a camera?
It's likely it's a search camera. Most of our cameras have both infrared and just regular visual. Yeah, it's right now it's straight. But the way those cameras work, they telescope, they pivot, and they will actually twist. So you can get usually at least a 90-degree bend. That allows you to look essentially 360 degrees on both axes of a circle. So those cameras essentially allow you to see everything that's visible underneath. The problem, of course, is if there's an obstruction. So that's what we do. We look, if there's an obstruction, we remove the obstruction, and then we look again. And I think you'll get a chance. Yeah. He's going to set it down in there. You can see the video screen right there. He's going to go down, he's going to start turning around.
So you don't have a background in construction, or most people do, or they don't?
Oh, I do not have a background in construction, but we do have structural engineers on our task force. They are very experienced. They know construction very, very well. Other members, all of the rest of you guys, everybody kind of gets a basic understanding of construction principles. Even folks like me, you can actually see the tip of the camera right there. See the light?
Yeah, I got a nice shot of it.
Yeah. So everybody has a basic knowledge of structural engineering, but then we actually have structural engineers themselves, and their job is, and they have equipment to make sure it's stable. We're not allowed to work unless they actually say it's structurally stable. And I'd point them out if I could see them. I know they're working. Definitely try to check out some of the damage to the resident.
I have a little bit. Yeah, I'll go check it out.
think most of it's off. I haven't smelled any today. We smelled a lot yesterday, especially yesterday morning. At the same time, you guys need to get a good news story out there, so.
This Home Depot used to stand on what is the main road through town. Now, like so many other structures, it's a pile of rubble. This Home Depot sits on what is the main road through town. Now, like so many other structures, it's been completely destroyed. This was it, I think.
Was it?
Yeah, somebody was just saying this was it.
Yeah, it looks like it's got pizza in it.
You from Domino's?
No, I'm with. My sister lived in Park Hill. I love that little town.
Oh, where's your sister at?
Well, she don't live there now. She lives down here, but she lived back in the days when it was that little deli on the corner, the ice cream shop, right when you pull in town. Yeah, she lived. Yeah, my brother went to Park Hill. Yeah, because my brother stayed with my sister. I went to Wyandotte High School.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
What was the name of the lady that died?
Home because
This truck right here.
this truck, yes.
We were at Dylan's
And
that day.
the storm was coming. They could see the tornado. My mom was screaming for him
Wackadoodle,
to
that
go,
little
and he
one.
wanted to pull over. Something along those lines. Anyway, they ended up getting out, and the people in AT&T were motioning them inside, and so they ran in the building, and the workers were shoving everyone in the bathroom. And I guess just seconds after they got in the bathroom, the building fell in on them. They were stuck here for quite a while. I'm not sure how long it was, but yeah, I mean, it was a substantial amount of time.
This vehicle, you came back here just to see if there was anything.
Oh, I came back to get the insurance cards, and you know, I'm trying to take care of the loose ends while they're, you know.
So your father was in this vehicle, and then they went inside what, Domino's?
No, this was AT&T.
Oh, this was an AT&T store.
Yes,
Okay.
this building right behind you was AT&T. Yeah, and they ran in and they shoved everybody in the bathrooms, and that was it.
You guys take care
They
of
just
yourself. All right, thanks, sir.
took it all. I mean, I'm just glad that they're all safe. There's too many people that lost everything. They lost their families. You know, they lost their homes. I'm just glad my family's
Now,
safe.
so your father was in that building. That building is no longer there.
No, that pile of rubble. My mother, father, and my brothers and sisters, yeah.
How did they survive?
They held onto pipes and toilets and each other, basically. I mean...
Were you in there?
No, I was actually, I was with her, but
They're in the hospital now.
Yes, yeah. But they're doing okay. My mom is awake today, so that's good.
Can you say and spell your name for me?
My name is Tiffany, Tifany, Rivette, Rivette hyphen Finn, Finn.
Tiffany, how old are you and what do you do for a living?
I'm 30 years old and I'm an assistant at Rent-A-Center.
Wow. So
they pulled them out right over here. Tiffany's parents, they were trapped in there. That's her little sister's shoe, right there. They came from outside, and the employees were rushing them in, and they rushed right to the bathroom, and they said they held on to the pipes and stuff, but one lady passed away, somehow got separated from them. SHARYL Nelson, that's sad. Like I said,
this used to be an AT&T store.
Yes. AT&T, just brand new store. I don't even think a year and a half, 2 years old. And just can't believe the destruction that it made on it. Mom's purse. Her mom's just woke up through a coma not too long ago, and her dad and said, guys, come try to find her cell phones and purse. And so we're trying to at least try to find her mom's purse. Her dad's phone got all their contacts in it. It's just terrible. We're like, how are we gonna start? There's nowhere to really start searching.
That's my sister's car right there, the blue one. That blue car is my sister's. She was trapped under all of that rubble and she died. She was the only one that died at this location. She was 34 years old. Have 2 kids. They were just, can't ever bring her back. Can't ever talk to her again.
I'm so sorry to hear that. What's your daughter's name?
SHARYL Nelson.
SHARYL
NELSEN. And this is her daughter.
This is her daughter, Madeline.
Maddie.
So tell us about the flowers and the cross that you brought.
We just brought this to have a little memorial for SHARYL. It's the right thing to do, and we just want to come up here and honor her life.
Can you say and spell your name for us?
My name is Michael Perry, Micheal Perry.
And your name?
Matie Perry, Matieperry.
Is this the first time you guys have been to the site since the tornado?
This is my first time.
Mike was here on
I was here about 20 minutes after the tornado happened. Myself and her husband, Chad Nelson, came down here. We were pretty close with my ex-wife, and me and Chad came down here about 20 minutes after it happened. We located her body, and she was DOA when we got here. We done our best to try to free her, and we was unable to, and then left the scene.
Can you describe for us what you're seeing right now?
Destruction in my mom's car. And that's the last place that she was. And I was one of the last people to ever talk to her. And I told her that I'd talk to her later. And I didn't know that was ever going to be the last time because I thought she was leaving. I thought she'd be home.
All right, that's enough, guys.
Thank you.
Yolanda Reed, R-E-E-D. We're from South Texas, and we traveled all night without any sleep, and they just found her body today. We didn't even know where she was, and we've been looking to see where they had taken her. But they found her body today. We still have to go to the morgue to identify her, but they've identified her. I was still hoping and praying that she had made it. But well, she was inside. Finish one more thing before I go, and then the phone went dead. So she was a loving person. She had so many friends. She had a good heart, a Christian. It's just.
I know my parents would want to say. All my brothers and sisters and my mom and dad are alive. And I'm so sorry for your loss. She obviously was. She saved my whole family.
I can't imagine how overwhelming this is. I'm fortunate that my family is alive, but it's because she rushed him in. She called him an officer actually and shoved him in the bathroom. So I can't imagine. I'm really sorry for your loss.
Your mom's a hero.
Absolutely. My family's alive because of her. I mean, otherwise they wouldn't have been.
Your family's okay? You gonna be okay?
Yeah, I mean, they're in the hospital right now, but everybody's alive and accounted for, and I'm very fortunate. Very fortunate. If there's anything I can do, I know my parents will want to.
Good luck to you.
Yeah. Thank you. I don't know when they're coming home, but definitely we'll contact you somehow or I'll get through.
Mike, give them
Thank you, guys. I'm sorry for your loss.
First of all, can you say your other name?
Sure. Richard Serino, S-E-R-I-N-O, Deputy Administrator for FEMA.
Can you give us an update?
Sure. Right now, I arrived here yesterday morning. The President sent me here. At the time, our main job is to support the governor and the local first responders. They've been doing tremendous, unbelievable, heroic efforts. The police officers, the firefighters, the EMTs, the paramedics. They've been working pretty much nonstop since this happened. They've been able to pull a number of survivors out. The fire department has laid out the city in grids, and they have urban search and rescue teams going through now a second time for more in-depth looking at exactly what they can, how they need to go through each rubble at each individual home.
What is the current death toll at right now?
Latest, the official one we've heard is 116, and also they've still a number of people missing that we don't have a firm number on. The city officials here have been doing a great job. One of the things that we also want to do is that, we've been able to bring some resources to support the team here on the ground in the state, the governor, but the president declared this area a disaster area, and what that does is for individual assistance for people who are affected by this, we want them to contact FEMA so we can get them some help. They can do that a number of ways. The first way is dial 1-800-621-FEMA, or then go to www.disasterassistance.gov, or on their mobile phone, m.fema.gov. Any of those three ways they can register for assistance, and then we'll be able to look at them individually and see what assistance is best for them.
Now, obviously finding survivors is the highest priority. What's the next highest priority after that?
And the first priority obviously is finding survivors. The next priority is to make sure that we have life-sustaining and sheltering for the people that are affected by this. Get them some temporary housing and shelters. Then once they get registered for help, then we can look at people as individuals. Obviously we're going to look at this as a community working with the state, and we're developing a joint housing task force, but we want to look at this as individuals to meet the individuals' need that have been affected by this. But that's going to be a long-term solution. We're not going to be here just for days, not for weeks, but we're going to be here for months.
Anything I'm neglecting to ask you you think it's important to mention?
Well, one thing I think that's very important to mention is this is not just FEMA. This is FEMA is actually a small part of the equation. This is we're here to support the governor and the state and the local government, but in addition to that, there's a whole team behind that. The nonprofits, the Red Cross, the Salvation Army that have been doing unbelievable work, help sheltering people. And on top of that, the faith-based community that have come in and set up massive areas that they can feed large numbers of people, help shelter people, help them clean out people's houses. They help them clearing off debris from people's homes. They're on the ground now, and they're also going to be here for the long term. The private sector, the corporations that have stepped up to help, and the individuals. And I think that's what's going to help this community rebound is the resiliency, but it's the whole community, the whole team effort.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
And they're okay. And they're okay. And my house is intact, and the house is one block south of here gone. So I am blessed. I am blessed. This was a strip mall. It had a Domino's, it had an AT&T, and it had a mattress place. My friend and I had gone to her son's high school graduation. There was a started taking the debris off of us. She's pregnant, and they took her to the hospital. My friend and I sat out there in a patrol car and watched them pull the bodies out of AT&T. But we were alive, and we're so great. I don't know how we were alive.
How many were with you?
There were 5 of us under Domino's. I don't know how many were in AT&T. I watched them pull out 3 bodies. I don't know. And then out of the mattress company. I was so stupid. I thought, when we came out, they set us down on a mattress, and I thought, wow, is that emergency preparedness? They have a mattress for us to sit down on. And then I realized that was the only mattress left of the mattress company, so.
You were in this building?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you tell me about what happened from start to finish?
I was at high school graduation with my friend Joan Hatfield. And we left foolishly, and we drove as quickly as we could. When we got to the intersection of 17th and Range Line, that's when everything went black and it started hailing. I ducked into this strip mall. The person that worked in there waved for us to come in, and we did. We immediately went to the back corner room, and the building collapsed on us. We were in there from 45 minutes to an hour. Her husband came and started pulling the debris off of us. We were in there, I don't know, there were 5 of us buried underneath there for about an hour. I was extremely calm. At the time, I knew I wasn't going to die. I said the Lord's Prayer. I held her hand. I held my friend's hand. I said, we're not going to die today. We're not going to die today. And we didn't.
Where's the AT&T store in comparison?
Right. It was all connected. They were all connected.
And people died?
Yes. I think 3.
I think one person died, right? One person died. Can you say and spell your name for us?
My name is Bonnie Weston, B-O-N-N-I-E-W-E-S-T-O-N. I'm a retired teacher here in Joplin. And I had just come back over the weekend from my grandson's graduation in Jackson, Missouri, and went to my friend Joan's son's graduation at Missouri Southern. And we foolishly thought we could get home. We had no idea it was going to be this bad.
How old are you?
Forget that. I'm retired from the job. I was right there, underneath all that. I don't know how he pulled us out. I don't know. That's my car. Those men. Thank you. Please, thank you. This is Domino's right here. There was this big metal beam on top of me, and it was crunching me in the back and poking me, and I was afraid it was going to impale me. And every time they would move debris, it would shake it more, and I would say, stop, wait, move to the other side or something, and everything. And then when I got out, the paramedics looked at it, and it's a real big welt and a hematoma, but it's not a puncture. And I went on. My other friend I did not know this at the time, was trapped in Walmart. And she was hurt, and the person that was right beside her that she was trying to help was